Tonight, from San Antonio, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kyler Murray and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts versus Justin Herbert and the Houston Voyagers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Voyagers and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
Passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
He's out to the 30.
The ball carried by number.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on second down, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the cover.
Herbert now gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
At their own 28-yard.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week: 17 carries, 94 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Herbert's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
To number 22.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. Tyler Lockett now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Murray now to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Voyagers 7, Dreadnoughts 0.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter. Clifford. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carried by the wide.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Lockett the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Murray. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And that one makes it 14-7. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
14. Dreadnoughts 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, Justin Herbert, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert throwing again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Not 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Lockett the return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, that's going to be caught by Samuel. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the defense has come up with it.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Houston.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Voyagers.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Herbert's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Herbert. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Herbert's pass. Complete to George Kittle.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a give right side. Clifford. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
So a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now out comes Houston. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Back out comes San Antonio. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Murray, quick slant to Brown.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now first and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A gain of 3, second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
9 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They bring their punter out there now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Down and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Throwing on first down is Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray. Open man is Samuel. Complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense. What's the deal, y'all?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Jones on the carry.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A gain there of 21 yards.
His 48-yard line.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. Over the middle to Beckham.
Herbert's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So they bring out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now it's Lockett. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
At their own
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
At the 44-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
now Jones. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Herbert on first down now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What do they say?
They'll run on first down. Jones stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On third down, here's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Bit of a surprise they ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with it, they have taken the lead. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.